Hello. Hi, everyone. It's really funny what happened with the comments then. I could see one person. I could see Margaret's comments, and she said hello, and so I said hello back to her. I'm thinking, gee, it's quiet. There's no one else here. And then all of a sudden, all the other comments came through all at the same time. So nice to see everyone. Hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Christmas Eve. So I remember as kids, we used to think that was incredibly clever to say that, Christmas Eve, and so on and so forth as we work backwards through the week. But it is officially Christmas Eve today, tomorrow being Christmas Eve. And then the big fat fellow comes down the chimney tomorrow night. So I'm just looking to see if I've missed any comments from anyone. Merry Christmas. Hello, everyone. I forgot. I meant to wear my reindeer antlers, and I totally forgot to do it. Oh, well. This is the last one, so too late now. It's just the way it goes. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Denise. Hi, Sunny. I hope we have a good Christmas too. Yesterday, my dad rang to say he was having some problems with his back and he wouldn't be able to come to Christmas after all, which we're really sad about. And then today he rang and said, no, he'd been to the doctor. He feels a lot better today, and he's gonna be here. So tomorrow they're coming down from Tamworth. So, yeah, that'll be lovely to have them here. Okay. Oh, it's raining up there. Is it, Shirley? It's not raining here. We did have a few drops like overnight last night, first thing this morning, but it's been sunny all day. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Nairi. Hello, everyone. Hey, Jenny. Look, I am so sorry if I've missed anyone. I'm very sorry. But Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope that you've got a few lovely days planned with your family. I was feeling really stressed this week, and I don't even know why. I think I stress out at Christmas time, and that's really missing the point of Christmas, isn't it? Because, it's meant to be a time where we reflect on peace to, all to the world, joy to the world, all that sort of stuff, not stress. So I'm hoping tonight to relax a little bit and do a little bit of craftiness, and I hope that you'll be able to take some time out and do that with me as well. Hey, Jean, nice to see you. Nice to see you. All right, so I hope that we can all just relax a little bit tonight. A Christmas jewel spider? What is that? Yellow, white, and red. I don't even know what that is, Nicole. That sounds amazing, but I don't know. Have not seen one of those. I know that when I was kids, there used to be Christmas beetles everywhere, and those little guys have gone somewhere. I don't know where they've all gone, but I remember reading something about it, that there's the Christmas beetles are not around so much. And I did see someone post a picture of one a few days ago. And for anyone who doesn't know, Christmas, you're wrapping presents, Ellen. I did that last night, which is not like me. I'm usually doing it on Christmas Eve, like midnight Christmas Eve, but we actually did them last night. So I'm a little bit, I guess I should say I'm a little ahead in that department, but the Christmas food and stuff, I'm not ahead in. So that's okay, Joan. We'll catch up with you when you watch the replay, and Merry Christmas to you. Yes, Vicky, indeed, that is true. Ellen said she's wrapping presents. I'll have to go looking to see what a Christmas jewel spider is, Nicole. Don't know. But back onto Christmas beetles. For anyone who doesn't know, Christmas beetles are the cutest little beetles. They're little. They're only smallish, like maybe they can be up to about an inch long. But normally they're probably half that size. And they're gold, like shiny gold. And that is why they're known as Christmas beetles, because they tend to turn up at Christmas time. They turn up when it's summer, and we haven't had very many. Oh, they're protecting themselves from birds. Oh, this is the spider. Huh. Well, there you go. I'm going to look those up. I want to find out what they are. Bit of storm for you, Shirley. Okay. Yep. Merry Christmas, everybody. I thought I'm hoping to get a newsletter out tomorrow. If I get it out, I get it out. If I don't, it'll be after Christmas, but I'd like to get it out tomorrow because I was going to include a recipe for something I'm going to make for Christmas. So, and I won't be able, well, I guess I could still put it in there, but seeing as it's something that's a Christmas or meant to be for Christmas lunch, it makes sense to have it in the newsletter that comes out beforehand. Hey, Salvega. Now, while I think of it, I know a few of you should have been receiving new catalogs this week. Did anyone receive their new catalog from me this week? I sent them. I sent about half on Tuesday, and the other half went on Wednesday. So I'm hoping they got there. Hopefully by today. I don't know if Australia Post is delivering tomorrow. They did deliver last weekend, but I don't know if they're delivering tomorrow. You've never heard of Christmas beetles? You can look them up, Jean, and you'll see what I mean. They're really, really cute and shiny gold. Really, really cute little things. They used to be everywhere. Oh, Michelle got hers. I know you got yours, Michelle. Have you had a look? Some really cool stuff in there. Let me just tell you, I'm not making this card tonight, but this is, see this card, this one here, recognize my little friend sitting up there. I'm making that card on a video that has been scheduled to go live at 9 o'clock on YouTube tonight. So if you'd like to see me make that card, go check it out at 9 o'clock tonight. So after this video, you should be able to go and check that one out. It'll be scheduled to go live at 9. So, oh, no catalogs, no. Oh, what a shame. Oh, that's a shame because, Margaret, I know yours went on Tuesday. I know it did. So there you go. Goodness me, that's quick, Jody, because they haven't been guaranteeing deliveries since the 4th of December. They told us if we wanted pre-Christmas delivery guaranteed, we had to order by the 4th of December, which is really early in the month. And I know I have placed orders since then that I received, but to put one in on Tuesday and get it today, that's fantastic. And all the way to South Australia too, hey? That's really, really good news. They're not delivering in your area tomorrow, Elizabeth. Yeah, so I'm sorry for those of you who did not get your catalogs. Yes. Yes, you like that stamp set? It's called Love Cats, which reminds me of that Cure. Remember the Cure? They had that song called Love Cats back in the 80s or early 90s. I think it was late 80s. Yeah, that's fantastic, Jody. Yep, it's a good kind of shocked. We like being shocked when it's a good kind. All right, so I'm going to, if you want to see me make this one, check out the YouTube at 9 o'clock. I'm going to switch over to the camera on my desk and let's see how we go and let's make something fun. All right, I'm just playing tonight. I have an idea in my head of something I want to do and I've picked out a couple of things. Actually, I'm just going to grab, give me 1 second. I went through my retired list because many of you would know that we have retiring products that are coming to an end and quite a few things have already sold out. So I went through my list and actually highlighted I got my highlighter pen out and I highlighted all the things out of the catalogue that I personally have, like the things that I own that are being retired. And, you know, to be honest, I didn't do too badly. I had quite a few things. It does look like crumpet, doesn't it? I love the motorbike suite, Jody. I don't have it yet, but I think that's fantastic. It's such a good one. All right, so you can see all the things that I ordered that are being discontinued, and that means there's quite a few things that I have that are not being discontinued. One of the things that was being discontinued, and I pulled these things out, and I thought, let's see, because I had a look at what's already been retired, so what has already sold out, and that's on the inventory status report, which is on our we get to see as demonstrators, we get to see what is actually been discontinued and sold out completely. The Penguin Place stamp set and the matching punch, these are retiring, but they're not yet sold out. So I'm going to pop those to one side because we might play with those. I've got an idea of something I'd like to do. Merriest Moments, pretty sure that one's gone. So I did see, I'm pretty sure that's gone. Yep, it's gone. So it is no more. Leaves of Holly, that hasn't gone yet. That's still available. So that was kind of cool because we like it when we have stuff that hangs around a little bit longer. But the paper, the matching paper with those gorgeous poinsettias and all that sort of stuff on it, those have gone. They're sold out, but Leaves of Holly is still available. And the holly dies, the holly berry dies that match this are also still available. But I will tell you that it is cheaper to buy them separately at the moment. Let me just have a quick look. Because the dies Okay, so the bundle is the normal price, but the dies are 40% off. So you would actually be better off, if you want these, buy the Leaves of Holly set and the Holly Berry dies separately. Okay, that's how you're going to get the most value. It's going to be cheaper for you if you do it that way than buying the bundle. The bundle saves you 10%, but and the Leaves of Holly stamp set is not marked down, but the Holly Berry dies are 40% off. So you're definitely better to do it that way. So that one's still available. Splendid Thoughts, I think that one's still available too. Let's have a little look. And there's matching dies for that as well. Where is it? Splendid Thoughts Cling stamp set, and it is not marked down. It is on page 65. I'm just looking between my different things, and yep, not sold out. Okay, so there are a few things that you can still get. Sunkissed is still available. We played with that last weekend. Sweet Gingerbread has gone. I'm sorry. Trees for Sale has gone, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure it has. Did anyone notice? Where is Trees for Sale? Where is Trees for Sale? Let's have a quick look. Trees for Sale. It's on page 39. Oh, it's not. It's still available. So if anyone wanted this one, which is one of my favorites, that's still there. Brightest Beauty, I think that was the one with the wattle on it, which I really, really loved. And that's up towards the back. So this is by page order. Brightest Beauty, where are you? There it is. So page 60. And that one's still there. It hasn't sold out. Oh, it has sold out. My mistake. Okay, this one has gone completely sold out. It's gone. So there are some things that have, some things that haven't. Designer Treat. So some of the things that I was really surprised to see go, and other things I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Like most of the DSP has sold out. About the only one that's still available is the Storybook Gnomes. Storybook Gnomes is still available, which is this one. And I've got it here because I'm going to use it. Okay, I want to use what's still currently available so that if you did see something that you love, you can still get it. And I'm deciding whether to use these little, it looks like a Fair Isle sweater kind of a pattern, which is kind of cute. That's really sweet. Whether I want that or whether I want these little snowflakes. And I know we're in Australia, we don't do snowflakes here, but when else are we going to use them? They're so pretty. So there's also these really cool little Christmas trees. I like those as well. I'm thinking about these guys. All right, let me have a little play. The other DSP that I think is still available is the Splendid Thoughts. I think that the Splendid Days. I think that one, that's a specialty one. That one's still available. And the other one, I'm wondering about the Gingham Cottage. I think that one's still available as well, which is the one with all the gingham designs. Okay, so I'm going to use this because it's really, really pretty. And I'm going to start with, let's have a play. I've got an idea in my head, and you know how that is. When I have an idea in my head, I've just got to do it. All right, so I've got some basic white thick cardstock. I'm just going to fold that in half. How are we doing? Can everyone see what I'm doing okay? Yes, I am taking Sunday off, Jean. Absolutely. So that's worth mentioning. I will not be here on Sunday night. So this is my Merry Christmas to you tonight. And then after this, I am not here on Sunday night. Am I going to go live next Friday night, which is just before New Year's Eve? At the moment, I'm planning to, unless I'm all tuck it out. But at the moment, I'm planning to be here next Friday. So. All right, so I'm going to add this, and I'm going to cut. Now, I could, if I wanted to, cut I'm just saying 7.5 inches. Sorry, 7.5 centimeters is where I want to take this. You could also, this would be rather nice cut out with the stitch rectangle dies, but I'm just gonna go with using my trimmer tonight, but it would be very pretty with the stitch rectangles. Okay, so that's 7.5 by 11.5, and I'm going to grab some Balmy Blue, which is the blue that's in this. So this is the same blue, which is really rather nice. And I could also have black. Black would be nice as well, but I'm going to go 8 by 12 with my balmy blue. And then this is going to go on here like this. So let's grab some, it's Tombow. You can see this why it's called the Storybook Gnomes. If you're into gnomes, it's a really cute set. Guess what? I'm not into gnomes. I know I upset somebody. Was it Cherie I upset when I said that last time? Might have been. I can't remember. I did upset someone. Oh, I hope not, Shirley. I hope that you get to watch tonight. But if you do, the replay will be waiting for you. So I hope the storm does not mess with the reception too much. Oh, you did get your catalogue, Margaret. Yay, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Glad to hear. All right, so I'm just lining that up so it's straight there in the middle. Right, and this is going to end up right here. So I'm going to cut, let me see, I've got some white here, and I'm going to be doing putting some penguins on here, which I think will be rather cute. And I'm just going to go with the main penguin, the one that cuts out with the punch, because I want to use the punch, especially since it's retiring. It'd be nice to use it one last time. Now I want to show you something. Let me see. I've got a, I want to use my Stamparatus tonight, but I'm going to start with it just on the block like this. So I want to show you the difference between using a Stamparatus and, well, what I want to show you is why you need a Stamparatus. If you don't have one, this is going to give you a really good idea of how useful they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my penguin, and it's a photopolymer stamp, which sometimes can resist ink a little, and I'm going to stamp it. Even though it's really well inked up, I'm not going to get the world's best image here. And I should be using a matte underneath. Let me quickly grab one. Even with a matte. All right. So it's okay. All right. But I don't know if you can see that it's a little bit grey. Can you see that? Oh, that's good, Margaret. I'm glad to hear that. So you have some company coming, which is lovely. Oh, that's really good. All right, so it's okay, and I could come in here with my punch, and I could punch that out, and it would be okay. But I want to show you the difference between doing this with a stamp and a block and doing it with the Stamparatus. So I'm going to clean my stamp off and start over. And I'm just deciding I've still got my Stamparatus set up from earlier with, I've actually got 2 Stamparatuses. I find that really helpful when I'm running, particularly if I'm running a bigger class. It's very useful. All right. So I've got a few things here that's going to make my life a little bit easier. First of all, this Stamparatus comes with 2 plates. Okay, you've got one here and you have a second plate that hooks in at the top. Okay, and they're interchangeable. You can have them going in either direction. You can use both. You can use one, whatever you like. It does have a mat that helps you if you're using a photopolymer stamp, because the photopolymer stamps don't have that layer of foam between the image and the back of the stamp. So this provides that foam and raises it to the right height. Okay, now what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to push that right into the corner. And the corner is a great place to, I'm just going to grab, I've got a magnet here on the back, and I'm just going to grab that and put that down here so that it's going to really keep that in the corner. Okay, I'm going to take it off here and I'm going to line it up here on my, actually I'm just going to pop it in the middle. I can always cut down later if I need to. All right, so I'm going to pick that up, make sure that's still in the corner. Okay, and now I'm going to ink it up again. So if you haven't seen the Stamparatus used before, this is going to prove to you why this is such, or one reason this is such a great tool. So I'm inking it up really well. And then I'm going to stamp it. And I'm going to have a very similar effect to what I had before. Maybe slightly better, but it's still a little bit patchy. I don't know if you can see that. I'll bring it up closer. Can you see what I mean when I say patchy? It's not completely solid black. All right. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to ink it up again. And because the Stamparatus holds the paper in the one place, we can stamp this as many times as we like until we get the desired result. And this is where it is a fantastic tool for getting really good solid images. Starting to look better. I'm going to do one last time. I could leave it like that, but I would like to do one more just to give it the best image I can possibly get. Give it a good old push. Also, if you find you have any issues with your fingers or your wrist, you can stand up and put the heel of your palm behind it. That is whatever's comfortable for you, really. Now this is starting to look really rather black and solid. On the back you can see the one we stamped. Can you see how that one, I'll bring it up even closer. See how it's a bit patchy? And this one, really black and solid. Okay, so that's one reason why I think the Stamparatus is such a fantastic tool. I love it because I can get my images exactly right. Or if I misstamp, if I get my stamp wrong the first time, I didn't add enough ink, or I didn't hold it down long enough, or any reason why it might not be looking the way I want it to look, the Stamparatus can alleviate that problem. So it is a fantastic tool. It is, if you're looking for it, it's in our annual catalogue, the big one. Let me just grab it for you. Last time I checked, it was, I don't want to misquote you, but last time I checked, it was $85. So I just want to have a little look and see if it still is. Not this page, it's up here. There it is. Perfect placement. Page 147. Stamparatus is $85.50. I was missing the 50 cents. $85.50. Okay, you can buy the magnets by themselves. Try not to let the magnets that comes with two, keep them separated. Okay, they don't need to be together, and usually I only ever use one at a time anyway. But if they do happen to find each other, they'll snap together like you wouldn't believe, and they're really hard to get apart, and they can even break. I haven't had them break myself, but I've seen other people have them snap together, and they can shatter. So you don't really want that. The other thing is you can buy the extra deluxe foam mat, but it does come with one when you buy it. And the other thing it comes with, can you see this here? This is some little grid paper. And I love the little grid paper because it protects my Stamparatus surface, and it's like I use it quite commonly when I'm doing any kind of a project, especially if there's a chance that I might have some of my stamp going over onto the background, then I'll put this down to protect it. So there we go. Hopefully that gives you a bit of information about the Stamparatus. I love the Stamparatus. I think it's a fantastic tool, and I wouldn't be without one now. Now I think I'm going to have to cut to get in here. Let's see, because I think I'm too far. Yeah, I am. So I'm just going to cut this off. I noticed my daughter borrowed my a pair of my paper snips today. And did they come back? No, they didn't. No, they did not. So I'm just going to line this up. And we can have lots and lots of penguins or just one, but I'm just going to use one right now. And I'll pop that back in the pack while I think of it. All right, so you have a couple of options here. We can give your penguin some accessories. For example, there's a bow tie. There's a little nose here and a beak, which he probably does need a nose and a beak. If we want him sitting down, we can give him feet and put them in front so it looks like his feet are extending out in front. And you've got other little things. You've got the cute little Christmas tree. You can give him a beanie. You can even give him reindeer antlers if you want to. You can have a lot of fun with him. So I'm deciding what I would like. I'm also going to, I'm thinking here, I don't want him to look like he's floating around. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer again. And if you remember, we had a 7.5 inch, sorry, I want to say inches, 7.5 centimeter piece, and I'm just going to chop that off shorter. All right, so this is going to be the same width here, and I think I'm going to put him on a snowy hill. I could do this because I've got this lovely little curve shape here. Oh, there's my little nose. I might give him the nose. I might do the nose while I think of it. The nose and the beak. And I think I'll do the nose in maybe, what colour? Shall we do balmy blue? Shall we do petal pink? And deciding what colours to do. I think maybe I might try doing petal pink. Oh, they sure do. And that's the other thing you can do for, like I've got on one of my magnets here, if you put a bit of like masking tape around the magnets, then if they do happen to end up together, you can easily pull them apart by pulling the tape. So that's another way of kind of protecting yourself a little bit. And I believe it helps them hold together quite well as well. All right, so I'm going to pop this here. And I'm going to grab myself see which way is this. This is the, okay, so that's the bottom piece here. And I'm thinking I might do this in balmy blue because I think that I don't want the black. I think it's going to be a bit harsh. All right, so I'm just going to do it here like this, and I'm going to, I've done like a little slope, and I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut it just above that blue line. Okay, so that the blue line is still there, and I'm going to have him, deciding where I want to have him. I think I want to have him here on the bigger part. Will he be, now the question is, should we have him sitting down, or do you think we should have him just standing, like, because if you want him to sit down, that's easy. I've just got to put some little feet on him, that's all. Let me grab my, I'm going to grab my petal pink, and we're going to give him a nose, which we'll just put at the bottom of that, the bottom of where that sort of little dip comes in, the black end of that. And then I'm going to use my So Saffron feet. Okay, all right. You've put tape on your new ones? Yeah, that's a good idea, Margaret. Just saves you a little bit. All right. And let's see, where is the beak? I'll stick to my finger. Okay, if ever this happens, especially with little tiny weeny stamps like this, okay, sometimes they don't want to stay on, and if that happens, you can do a couple of things. You can, they say, I don't know that it works all that well with the little tiny ones, but if you use soapy water, warm soapy water, give them a wash, they should regain some of their stick, but the little ones are still really hard to stick on. Okay, so I cheat. I use a little bit of adhesive on my block, and I just stick them to that. Okay, I can come back later and get rid of it, wash it off, roll it off, whatever. So let me just, all right, so now we have a little beak there. And I think we'll do feet as well. I think that's a good idea. And I'm thinking maybe I'll do the feet, maybe I'll do them orange, just for, I don't know, they'll stand out a lot more. Pumpkin pie is the color I was thinking, which is quite orange, but that's okay. Let's give that a whirl. And we've got feet as 2 separate feet, or you can stamp 2 feet together. Okay, so both of those things kind of work. Let's see how dark these are. Oh yeah, they'll be fine. So I'm going to put them right here in front so it looks like he's sitting in the snow. There he goes, just like that. You could cut them out if you wanted to. That would be okay. But I kind of like... Okay, I'm going to glue this down. So I'm going to use my seal and just run this along here. Now we can do other things, like we can add, we've got, like I said before, we've got other, we can add presents next to him. We can add a little Christmas tree. We can give him a hat. We can do all kinds of stuff, really. And I'm going to pop that right there. I've got a little bit of tiny little mark that I just got on here from the pumpkin, which is very, it's a bright color, so it tends, I find I do tend to get those bright colors everywhere. But I'm going to pop this here, and I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals behind him. So let's put one down here and one up here. Oh, there's no such thing as late. Hey there, Karen. Hi, Dolores. That's absolutely fine. All right, so I'm going to pop that right there. So he's going to sit down, and I'm deciding whether maybe I'll just put, because we've got a season's greetings, it's quite little, which would look quite nice here on, that wasn't what I was going to do with it. I was going to put it on a circle and pop it down here, but I'm thinking maybe, there it is there. It's tiny. I think it'll look nice just here on the snow, on the hill. What color will I do it? Will I do it in the pumpkin? Will I do it in navy? Because the navy's like going to go okay with the balmy blue. What color do you think it would look good? Oh, you're doing well, Subu. Oh, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you too. All right, I'm going to do another little bit of adhesive there. Navy. Yep, okay. Elizabeth, that's what we'll do. I think the navy will look quite nice, actually. We could have gone with the black because the penguin is black, but that's okay. I think the navy will look nice because of the blue in the background. All right, I'm going to put that right there where I've got that little pumpkin pie smudge, and you can't even see it anymore. We love that. Now I'm thinking he might need something. I'm thinking he maybe needs a hat. What do you think? And maybe there are so many cute little stamps in this set. They're super cute. So I'm going to do a tree, and we could also give him a scarf if we wanted to. Let me clean off this little season's greetings stamp, and I'm thinking a hat might be nice. Navy, said Denise. Yep, navy it is. So tell me, who's finding Christmas stressful this year? And if you are, I just want you to know that you're not alone, and it's okay. All right, there is no shame in it. We all have our Christmases where we feel a little bit stressed, and I totally get it. I might add another one in, but I'm not going to do it in tonight's video because you'll have to wait too long to watch me do that. But I'm thinking the little hat, I'm thinking the hat should be red. What do you think? You love the antlers. I know, the antlers are really cute. And Sylvega said antlers. I know, but if I was going to do antlers, I should have put the antlers on before and stamped them on the background. Maybe I cut them out. I don't know. The hat's a little easier to cut out. You guys like to challenge me. I know you do. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the antlers. And what colour should the antlers be? If we're going to do antlers, what colour should they be? Because I've already got quite a lot of colours. I don't want to add too many. A red hat, says Nairi. Hi, Glenda. Nice to see you. I know I'm a little bit un-Christmassy this year too, Dolores, so I feel the same way. Although I got to say, last night we wrapped the few presents that we actually have, and I went and got my daughter out of the bedroom and said, you know, because Ben and I said, well, we should watch something Christmassy. So what ended up on our TV, my kids are 17 and 20. Okay, we ended up watching Peppa Pig's Christmas special, or there was a Christmas episode about Santa, and then she wanted, my 20-year-old daughter wanted to watch Bluey, and they had a Veranda Santa special. So that's what we ended up doing. It felt a little bit Christmassy, something on the TV, wrapping presents. It did make it feel better. Oh no, Elizabeth, that is stressful. Oh, Jean, I totally get that. Yep. Christmas has lost its appeal for a lot of people, and if you're missing someone, that's really hard going. So yeah. Ellen, have you seen the Peppa Pig episode where she hangs up on Susie Sheep? Because you really should watch that one. If you haven't seen it, Google it or go onto YouTube and search Peppa hangs up on Susie Sheep. Okay, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. All right, so I'm deciding what color do I want the antlers to be, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to pull him off here because I'm going to have to. Oh, gee, this could be challenging, guys. Challenge. Let me just... I'm going to cheat a little bit. Yeah, that was probably the most Christmassy thing we've done this year, Nairi. And can I confess to everybody, we don't even have a Christmas tree. Okay. Well, you know what we did yesterday? I went to the florist. I lost my wallet, left my wallet at the florist. Thank goodness I rang the Erina Fair shopping centre, and thank goodness the ladies at the florist found it and handed it in. Thank goodness. That's another story. But I'm just marking where the top of his head goes so that I can get the antlers in the right place. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take him off, and then it won't matter. Right, so I've got a little mark here where the antlers are going to go. And did we say what colour we think the antlers should be? So I started to tell that story, didn't I? And then I got halfway through, and as usual, I got distracted right in the middle. I'm deciding what colour the antlers should be. I mean, normally I would say soft suede, but I don't know if I want to introduce another colour here. Maybe I just go black? What do you think? I don't know. Yeah, I just keep coming back to your comment, Jean. I'm very, very sorry that, you know, Christmas is harder for you. And yeah, I remember my first couple of years when I was a single mum, going back some years ago, and the first couple of Christmases on my own were really, really hard. So hard, especially the ones when the kids were with their dad. And I remember one year the kids were with their dad. My parents couldn't come down that year for some reason, and I went, and on Christmas Day I was completely on my own. So I went and it was partly to take my mind off it, and partly because I thought, well, what can I do that is not going to have me sitting around feeling sorry for myself, which is where I was at. And I went and helped out at a shelter and served Christmas lunch to a whole bunch of homeless people. Oh my goodness. Those people were so thankful and so, what's the word? I don't know. So gracious, and they were so thankful for what we were able to do, and it was an eye-opening experience for me. I was really good. Yes, I'm glad I got my wallet back. Yes, Michelle, I got it back. Thank goodness. Michelle was going to come around here yesterday and pick up her catalogue, and she rang right in the middle of when I just realised that I'd lost my wallet, and as a result, you know what? I am going to go soft suede. I'm just going to do it, even though. Yeah, but look, I did it that year. It was for selfish reasons, really, because I was trying to distract myself. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to give him antlers. There we go, just like that. All right, and then I'm going to put him. I'm going to take off these. I'm going to put new fresh ones on. because I think the antlers do look nice. And I haven't tried those before. I mean, you could cut them out, but that would be a bit of a pain, wouldn't it? So, yeah. Oh, are there any good ones, Jody? I would love to know if there's any good Netflix Christmas movies or any other streaming service, because we've got a couple of them. My husband likes his streaming services. Hang on, I'll pull that off. Let's put that right there. There we go. Now he's got his antlers are coming out from behind his head. I think that looks better. What do we think? I mean, I'm feeling like he might be cold. Does he need a scarf? I'm determined to dress this little penguin up. If you know of if anyone can recommend any good Christmas movies to me, I'm in the mood to watch something Christmassy. So, yeah. So I'm going to cut out a couple of Christmas trees. I know it takes time to fussy cut these, but sometimes I think it's worth it. If I wasn't doing this on a DSP background, I would probably I'd probably just stamp them on the background, but I didn't want to do it on top of the DSP, so I'm going to cut them out. Just looking. Well, yes, that is so true, Nicole. That's so true. And you know what? That one year I did it, like I said, I did it for selfish reasons, because I just didn't want to think about the fact that I was by myself for Christmas. Really, it was very selfish. But you're right. You know, it was appreciated, and you realize that, you know, sometimes we think things are really bad, and you know, there are other people out there with much worse situations than mine. So yeah, it's good to reflect on that, I think. So I have thought to myself one year I wouldn't mind doing it again, because I did really enjoy it. And I think it helped me get past some of my preconceptions of what I thought. I know this sounds awful, but, you know, the thing is, some years ago, like once again when I was on my own, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to bit of glue on the back of this tree, and I'm just going to pop him in behind the. So yeah, back a few years ago when I was on my own, I found myself in a situation where I was almost homeless. We had been moved on from a rental that we were in, and this is back in the days when things weren't a crisis like they are now with rent. I know things are even tougher these days, but I can tell you, when you're a single mum with 2 kids, and as well as that, I was self-employed, so hey, I had sort of didn't have a good. I didn't look good on paper, and I couldn't find anywhere to live. Oh my goodness. I kept on looking at rentals, and we'd show up, and then, you know, I usually had the kids in tow because I couldn't leave them by themselves because they were little. And, you know, I would show up, and, you know, we didn't even get past the application process. So I remember this one I got to know because I was looking at so many houses. We were looking at there was one particular lady, or one of the agents who I'd been to her home, her inspections about, you know, half a dozen times at least. And, you know, to the point that she started to know me. And she went away on 6 weeks holidays to the UK. And when she came back, I was still looking, because we had, you know, 60 days or whatever it was to be out. And I think I had about a week and a half. I had like 9 days to go before we had to be out, and we still hadn't found anyone. And I was super stressed. Oh my gosh, so stressful. And you know, for the first time I was thinking, oh my gosh, now I understand how easily people can become homeless. It's not something that people make bad decisions to end up in that situation necessarily. Sometimes it just happens, and you know, you don't know how quickly it can happen. And so yeah, I remember I remember that situation. It was awful, just awful, awful, and I would not recommend it to anyone. I'm going to pop some dimensionals behind here, and we're going to pop this up in the center of our card. Which one is that, Michelle? I'm just looking at your comment there. The Animatroid Frosty. I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, the Nutcracker Ballet is, yes. You know what? I'm not a fan of Home Alone. I'm so sorry if I'm offending anyone, but Home Alone has always been a kind of a slapstick sort of humor that that's not really my thing. I tell you what, if anyone hasn't seen it, Robbie the Reindeer is good dry humor, and that's a lot of fun. It's old now. It's an animated stop motion thing, unless it wasn't the one you're thinking of, is it, Michelle? But I love the humor in it. Robbie the Reindeer is excellent. My kids like that too. I think we're going to need some bling for sure on this. It needs some sparkles of some kind. Oh, I was going to say happy birthday. Sorry, Merry Christmas, Gina. Oh, my goodness. Oh, The Holiday is a great movie. You know what? I should get that. I should get that and watch it. That's a great idea. We've got little silver thingies here. Those would be nice. They're from the Festive Pearls. The Festive Pearls, by the way, and we've also got iridescent pearls. Those would be nice. I'm going to keep looking. I haven't found what I'm after yet. We can do iridescent rhinestones, of course, right? Because we always can do those. They go with everything. And I've just got some plain old rhinestones. I was looking to see if I had any, like, I know I've got pool party sequins and gems, but not. I'm just looking to see. So here's my iridescent rhinestones. Oh, I don't know. Now, have these got, are those pool party or are those balmy blue? Huh. They're the solid faceted gems from the annual catalogue. Just let me see what colours those are, because those might go. Sprinkle, oh, a sprinkle of wink would be a good idea, Margaret. I like that idea. I'm just looking. The Grinch. Yeah, there is plenty, I know. Sometimes if it's just me, I like to watch a like a Hallmarky kind of a silly romantic Christmas thingy, because they're fun and they're mindless. You don't need to. All right, so the solid faceted gems, that's balmy blue. So I could use blue gems if I wanted to, or I can go with some other blingy things. But I haven't decided which bling. So tough to decide. I'm not going to go iridescent rhinestones or plain rhinestones. Silver or balmy blue. They're my choices tonight. Silver or balmy blue. We've got large balmy blue and small balmy blue, and then we've got a whole bunch of just single silvers, which would look nice. What do we think? Robbie the Reindeer is great. Oh, yeah, you'll like Robbie the Reindeer, Michelle. I think you will. Do yourself a favour. Watch it and tell me what you think. It's old. Silver Festive Pearls, says Glenda. Okay, you're the first, I think, Glenda. So I'm going to. It would be nice. That's a great idea for Hanukkah. Didn't think of that. Silver. All right, silver it is. That's what we're doing. I'm going to use my tips of my scissors, or I could also use my Take Your Pick tool, which I think I have. I think I dropped it on the floor, actually. But anyway, any pointy tool is good for getting that off and popping it. Whoop. I'm thinking one down here. And I'm going to throw a couple more up a little higher. I think maybe one here in the middle of this snowflake, or whatever this is. It's kind of a, like I said, a Fair Isle kind of a snowflakey design. Like an ugly Christmas sweater, which sometimes I don't think they're that ugly. Sometimes they're really cute. All right, what do you think? Do we like this? White Christmas is the favorite. Oh, thanks, Kim. How are you, Kim? Nice to see you. Right. So the question is, are we all Christmased out and we want to go and be with our families and do all the things? Can I just tell you guys, my husband is at work tonight. Okay, he works nights. He does night shift, and somebody from his company who was meant to be working over Christmas pulled out, which means that basically this is his fourth night in a row, I think, third or fourth, and then he's got the next 2 or 3 nights, I forget which. He's not working Boxing Day, but then he's working the rest of next week. But he is working Christmas. He is working Christmas Eve, which is a bit of a shame. So we're not getting to do Christmas. Christmas really. I mean, he'll be here. I imagine we'll do something like maybe an early Christmas lunch, and then he'll go and sleep. So it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. So it's just there's no one else to do it. So that means he doesn't really have a choice. So that's just how it goes. But as I said to him tonight, I said, we'll just have to take some time for us and do something nice when he's done with all that. Oh, cold in Canada. Yes, I bet it is. I've got my friend Susan. I don't think she's watching. She should be asleep. She is in Minnesota and it's really, really cold there. She sent me some photos of her all rugged up looking like an Eskimo this morning and out in the snow outside. And I'm like, wow, that's just crazy cold. So I imagine it's very cold where you are, Kim. Oh, that's okay, Megan. Hi. Nice to see you. Don't ever worry about that. I'm just making a card. Now, something I didn't tell you, for anyone who's interested in this, is that the penguin punch and the penguin stamp set, which I'm using here, are marked down to a tiny, 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 tiny price. Okay, so if you don't know this already, let me just quickly tell you. Okay, so the penguin, the stamp set, was $32. This is in Australia. $32. It's down to $12.80. $12.80 for the set. Okay, that's this one. And the punch was $34, and that's down to $13.60. Okay, so $13.60 and $12.80. I mean, really? You can't go wrong with that. If you even a little bit like this set, why would you not get them at that price? That's just ridiculous. So cool, though, that it's nice and cheap. And the other one that I mentioned earlier, there was something else that I was looking at. Now I can't remember what it was. Trees for Sale. That was marked down as well, I think. Actually, I don't know if it was. Let me have a look. It might not have been. Trees for Sale. Not marked down. It's $39, this one. But it's still one of my favourite sets. And I am sad to see that one go. So the other thing that's going, for those of you who haven't got onto it, is the Fitting Florets collection is also going. And that's leaving us on the 4th of January, unless it sells out beforehand. As far as I know, everything in the suite is still available here in Australia. I know over in the US, some of the different things have already sold out. I'm going to pop a little mini dimensional behind this. And unless anybody is absolutely desperate for me to continue. Oh, does he? Yeah. Yeah, our hubbies are working on Christmas, Jody. That's a bit sad. It is what it is, right? Yes, Nicole, I understand that. Oh my goodness, minus 30 degrees. Ouch, that's so cold. I don't even know what that's like. Right, I think that looks better with the extra tree, don't you think? Do we like the extra tree? I think it looks good. I'm just going through everyone's comments. And okay, so tonight, guys, I'm just going to do the one card. We're just going to do this one. And I'm going to, does anyone have any questions for me or anything you would like? If you're watching on the replay, you are very welcome to message me and ask anything you might need to ask. If you're in Australia, hey there, Kelly, you're just coming on the end of it. We're just about to finish up if you're in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator and you don't have a catalogue, if I haven't already sent you one, please reach out, send me a message, and I'll pop one in the post to you. And the catalogue looks like, let me just pull it out so you can see it. There are two, because one is Celebration, which is this one here, and then the actual catalogue is this one. Something I was not prepared for this time. Normally when I send a catalogue out, it's $3.30 in Australia, and it goes by weight. For those of you who don't know this, it goes by weight. And there's more in this catalogue because this time they cost me $5.50, which gave me a bit of a shock when I got to the post office because I wasn't prepared for that. I should have weighed them and I would have been prepared and it wouldn't have been a shock. But yeah, I was like, oh, really? Oh my gosh. But anyway, they're out now. They're gone. But if anyone wants one, sing out and I'll pop one in the mail to you. Okay, it's no biggie. I'm very happy to do that. And that's what we're all about, right? Okay. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all have some time. Oh, Megan, you're so welcome. So welcome. You have a lovely Christmas too. I hope you all have wonderful times with your families, that you can try and de-stress, take it easy. I'm trying to get past the need to have perfect Christmas lunch and stress when things aren't exactly right. I'm trying to get past that and just relax and enjoy a little bit more. You know, I keep saying to my son that remind myself that a chicken from the barbecue chicken shop is going to be just as good as one I cook myself. And that's okay. That's okay. So, yep. See you next Friday, unless I let you know otherwise. I do plan on being here next Friday, which will be New Year's Eve. And welcome to the Christmas week and to the end of the year. So tonight, happy Christmas Eve, and I will hope you have a wonderful day on Sunday, and we'll see you very, very soon. Reach out if you need me. I do plan on posting between Christmas and New Year, so that you'll still see new projects and things going up. I'm trying to keep up ahead with all of that so that you've got something to look at every day, and hopefully, maybe, if not live, maybe there'll be a Christmas video. Don't forget too, 9 o'clock, what time is it now? 8:30 now, so 9 o'clock, in half an hour from now, there will be a brand new video up on the YouTube channel, which showcases some new paper in our new catalogue called Like an Animal, and this cute little set called Love Cats. Okay, you'll see me make this. Okay, all right, see you guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. Family is Christmas. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.